Next, take your prop jig and we will cut out all the pieces. There it is. Okay, take this piece is your bottom, so just set that down. Then take the angled piece.
That's your 38-degree pitch setting, because these are flat propeller blades.
So then you just glue it all together. Glue that down, and then you're going to take your this piece that looks like this.
That's, you know, I guess the proper term is the prop shaft mast, something like that.
Stick some glue there. And make sure the little notches right here are facing the same way as your angle.
This doesn't ever happen when I'm building an airplane. Never, never.
Alright. And take your little pieces that look like, they look kind of like M's, I guess.
I'm going with that.
Okay, good. You never have trouble getting glue out of the bottle. So these, let me show you. This one slips right here. All the way in there. And then the other one slips right in the top here. So now it should look like that. So then you're going to take your prop spars and you're going to want to cut 2 of them out.
Use the other edge of that. You've got glue on that edge.
Yeah, I just realized that.
It's always fun when you glue the razor blade into the piece of wood you're trying to cut out. Never had that happen.
And sometimes the laser doesn't cut it all the way through, so just kind of take your razor blade along there. So then you're going to take both your prop spars here, lay them down, and you want to be just shy of 3 inches.
Meaning slightly less than 3 inches, just to be very clear, because you're limited to a 6-inch propeller diameter.
And then, so you want to make sure the tips are here.
The skinny ends.
Skinny ends are there next to right less than 3 inches, and then cut off the fatter ends. Alright, take your 2 spars, take your prop shaft, and you're going to want to, let me see, there's your prop shaft.
And that part that she had sticking out is the rubber hook, so you're going to use the other end that's got the little 90
sorry,
degree.
this is the little 90-degree end.
Hang on, hold it back up there so they can see. Yeah, something like that. That piece of wood was accomplishing nothing, but hey, I felt good trying to put it in there.
So then this one you just kind of want to lay the prop spar up there against the apex. And
After you put glue on it.
yes. Just put a tiny bit of glue right here.
I would say don't really skimp a whole lot on the glue on that spot.
Sorry.
That's a high stress location.
Put a generous amount of glue there.
Did you get it? Okay. Did you get any glue there?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And then just rest that right there.
You set it down on the table at this point and get it lined up and whatnot. Because you do want it to be nice 90 degrees. Yeah, and I'll hit that with some accelerator. Maybe I will. There we go.
And then take the other one and dab some glue back here. And then glue them together. And dab it some more with the accelerator.
And if you have some sort of line or something drawn out that you can line these up on, because this one, there you go, that's good.
Yeah, make sure that they're parallel, so that way you don't have a prop that's so.
Alright, go ahead and lift it up so they can see it on camera frame.
I may have glued it to the wax paper.
Well, yeah. Here, let me see if I can get to it. You with the bandaged fingers.
Sorry.
Finger, something like that.
There you go.
Alright. We'll be back in a moment.
So come back to your prop jig. You're going to stick your propeller shaft right there. Take some tape This is just meant
around the other way. There you go.
this way.
That's what works for me.
Okay.
You want to pull that tight all the way around.
I'm getting there. Yeah, so just make sure the tape is tight. Basically stick it in between those two.
Hold it up to the camera so they can see what you've got going on there.
I don't know, I got it. There we go. So, you have it taped right there in between it. And then you're going to take your prop blade. Use that. Okay. And I'm using the segment again. And so just...
So that flat part is the trailing edge of your blade. Yeah, wipe off the excess there.
I'm trying there.
Use your hand. I know. You don't want it stuck on your hands.
Alright. And then this one. And then you just kind of lay it there against the... You want to make sure that the root of the
Tip.
tip,
Actually.
the two tips, match up perfectly right there.
Turn it around the other way so they can see it.
So, as you can see.
And that gives you the 38-degree blade angle that Bill Gowan has found to be the best. And that's important because we're using Bill's blade design. And so once that blade dries, turn it around, put the other blade on, and you're good to go.
So now once you've gotten both prop blades glued on there to the spar, take your tape off. Take your Teflon tubing out. And you just need about that much?
Mm-hmm.
Just a tiny little bit.
That's about a 1/20 of an inch long at most. And those are real fun to thread on there, so it's hopes turn to endure the agony. Trick is to find where the hole is.
Yeah, the trick is to get it to where you can, you know.
Where'd it go?
We'll come back in a few minutes. And now that you got it on, just tight there.
We made another one off camera. The first one went AWOL.
And you take prop.
You have to put it down there where people can see it.
Sorry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just keep, there you go.
Okay, there it goes.
Yeah.
And you just kind of thread it there.
And this is where my wife says some smart remark about Harlan bearings.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go.
and it turns freely. One blade is a little heavier than the other. Whatever. Doesn't make a huge difference usually. And so at this point, you're going to go on to making the covering frames. So
We'll come
move
back.
on to the next video.